fed up of our home planet's pollution? Living on Mars and getting claustrophobic in the underground cities? A new life awaits you in the Linus Space System's colonies. Thanks to Linus, human civilization can spread away from the limitations of old Earth. 2 cylinders whose rotation simulates comfortable 1G gravity. Fresh air in the countryside, cultural activities, and jobs for everyone in the cities. Join us on Enoch, our first station, and get rich mining ore in the asteroid belt. Linus Space Systems, a dazzling future for you.
A dazzling future. I guess that was the plan. I live in Cylinder B, but the locals call it the cesspit. The less respectable of the 2 cans that protect us from the vacuum. Enoch, humanity's last refuge. This is how we escaped our solar system. But we certainly didn't escape our old demons. Just this morning I was called to a crime scene. A minor gang leader who'd been shot. I can tell you that, like a lot of cases involving gangs, we won't be investigating for very long. We don't have the budget, we don't have the resources, and, if you want my opinion, we have better things to do. Shit! I ironed these trousers less than a week ago. It rains 90% of the time in Cylinder B. The weather systems haven't been serviced since before I was born. There's a rat in that box. Rats are maybe the happiest residents of the cesspit. A dumpster. When I was little, my friend Ben got his ass beaten by other kids and ended locked up in one of those. This graffiti means that we're in Bat 42 territory. Bat 42 are one of the 3 main gangs in the cesspit. A poster for an old band, Mass Relay. Back then, every teenage girl had a poster of Mass, the lead singer. But not me. He had no effect on me. Hey, that's a poster for the Boston Low. It's a band from Mega Block 29. I really dig their music. The door's in pristine state, which is unusual for around here. It's been reinforced, too. Okay, this is it, I think. Hello?
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Your first crime scene?
Yes, sorry, Detective.
At least you didn't throw up on my shoes. Not like Detective Nakanaga the first time I met him.
Scheiße. You'll be telling the story until the day you retire. So, you want to work, or do you prefer to chit-chat?
Let's go. So, that's a lot of bodies.
Hello, detectives.
Hello, Zacchaeus. So, bring us up to speed.
This is the hideout of a small gang, and they've been...
slaughtered?
You're damn right.
Which gang are we talking about?
No tattoos or distinctive markings. I'm guessing it's a gang that runs with Bat 42.
Bat 42, with the ninth eye and the dragons, is one of the 3 main cesspit gangs. They came out on tops after the food riots and ensuing fighting 10 years ago. A fragile peace between them has only happened recently, and the years of warring are still remembered, vividly.
The captain will be able to tell us more. She should be here soon.
Great.
Try acting like an adult, okay?
I'll do my best. What's the current body count?
A total of 4. There are 3 here, gunned down during the shooting, as you can clearly see from the bits of them spread all over the walls.
So that's 3 of them. You said there were 4 bodies?
3 dead in the initial attack. The last one, well, he died differently. Feel free to take a look. In the bedroom to my left.
I'm gonna check out the bedroom. You look around here, okay?
Yep. Caucasian male, around 40 years old. A tattoo on his arm, a sword with wings around it. The distinctive mark of the Ninth Eye, one of the 3 main gangs of the cesspit. He's the only one here with gang tattoos, and we're far away from the Ninth Eye's headquarters. What was he doing here? The real question is, did he just happen to be here, or was he one of the attackers?
The Ninth Eye openly attacking Bat 42? If I had to paint that scene, I'd call it, shit's gonna hit the fan.
This could make the gang wars kick off again. We just have to hope that the leaders of Bat 42 keep a cool head. Otherwise, this could end with thousands dead. The problem is, the gang leaders are more like hotheads, not cool heads. Ugh. Didn't get any sleep again last night. My head's spinning. Caucasian male, around 30 years old, blonde hair. Killed by bullet wound. There's a WCZ-44 pistol next to him. Looks like he tried to defend himself. He was shot at from the balcony, which explains the smashed patio door. The weapon's digital counter shows 14 bullets. The standard magazine holds 15. So he shot once before being killed.
Well done, Detective. I haven't had time to look for the bullet yet. Perhaps you could help.
Ugh. I need a pick-me-up. Energy fast pills. Good for a kickstart in the morning. Or when you're having a tough day. Or a tough week. Ah, that's better. African male, around 20 years old, dark hair. Killed by bullet wound. He wanted to protect himself with the machine pistol that's next to him, but I'm guessing he didn't have time to use it.
Good deduction, Detective. From the angle of his fall, it looks like he was shot at from the front door.
A lot of bottles, spirits, liquors, wines. Most of them are the cheap sort, seaweed-based. But some are the real stuff. The pricey stuff. Back in the days, I would have seized them. As evidence, you know. But back in the days, I wasn't looking for quality. I was looking for quantity. A tattooing kit? But why? An upturned chair. There are straps on the arms of the chair to tie someone down.
That reminds me of an evening with a special friend of mine. Too much information?
Way too much. An HD TV. Would look good in my apartment.
Have you noticed it's full of bullet holes?
All things considered, I don't need a new one. Looks like a closet door. It's locked. Perhaps we can break it open.
Don't you think you should try the key first?
Ah, yes. Probably. Bullet holes. Hundreds of them.
The attackers didn't hole back.
Do you think you're funny?
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What on earth is that monstrosity?
Pop art from the early 21st century. Very rare.
Really?
No.
The plants may be real, but the fishes? I don't think so. Real plants, not plastic. The owner has money. Just one shot. Could be the only one our blonde friend had the time to fire. The bullet seems to be stuck in the frame. I can't get the bullet out with my bare hands. Shouldn't be a problem if I use the pliers. Slowly. Careful. There you go. There's no one I have to call for the moment. What can you tell me about this bullet?
There are traces of blood. We might be able to get a DNA sample and cross-check. I'll get the tests done as soon as we're back at the station. Thanks for closing the door. Stop drafts.
Ha ha ha. There's an overflowing ashtray and an empty bottle of beer. Nothing very interesting. This is a nasty neighborhood. Squatters, drug addicts, gangs. Yeah, well, it's not like the real estate is flourishing elsewhere in Cylinder B either. I can't see a damn thing. It's too dark. Ah! There's a fire escape ladder here. Now I know where the attackers from the balcony came from. So, what's your take on this case?
Based on the evidence, I think it was a coordinated attack. The attackers were at the entrance door and on the terrace at the same time. It's up to you to find out all the details. But we're talking about gangs here, so I don't know if that's important.
Do we know anything else about the victims?
Our friend next to the door here is a member of the Ninth Eye. As for the rest, they're all from some low-level gang. They don't have a clan name or a symbol like the Big Three has. There's not much info about their activities in our files.
Any idea when it happened?
Judging from the temperature of the bodies, it was barely a few hours ago.
That's everything for now.
See you soon, Detective.
String bean over there is John Nakanaga, my partner for the past 3 years. Good sense of humor, very professional. Saved my skin more than once.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm transfixed by your taut athletic build.
So, what do you think?
Rough case.
Talk about the understatement of the year.
Who's the body on the bed?
That Malacca spread out on the bed
Ugh, and parts of the carpet, too.
goes by the name of Leon Stuzinski, the boss of that bunch of clowns that were all killed. And according to his file, he turned 45 today. Being murdered? Not the kind of surprise I'd want on my birthday.
Have you noticed anything in particular here?
Nope, I've just taken his prints and put them into the system.
And how are Gladys and the kids?
They're well, but I already told you, you alone have the key to my heart, meine Liebe. You should come by and eat with us sometime. They'd love to see you. And it would make a change for you.
I'll try. I promise. Right, I'm going to carry on.
Okay.
Clothes and shoes. Nothing out of the ordinary. Clothes on the floor, overflowing paper bin, and a lot of alcohol bottles. This fellow was a messy one. Not that I'm in any position to judge. My apartment is a biotope of its own. Clothes on the floor, overflowing paper bin. This fellow is... Not that I'm in any position to... My apartment is a blonde male, approximately 40 years old, judging from, well, what's left of his face. Killed by a bullet to the back of the head. His hands are tied behind his back.
A textbook execution. He must have really pissed someone off.
Anything in his pockets? Ah, a key. Ooh, disco. Nightstand. It's locked. Aha! It's unlocked! So, what do we have here? Condoms, lubricant, porno mags, and a screwdriver?
This guy knew how to keep himself busy.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I'm going to take the screwdriver.
You're not taking the magazines?
Oh, ficka dich. There's also a keypad fixed to the inside of the door. Any idea what the nightstand code might be?
A telephone number? An important date for him?
Right, I'm going to carry on.
Okay.
Yes!
Hey! I almost lost a foot there!
Oh, stop moaning and look what I found.
Alright. But I really could have lost a foot.
The captain has just arrived.
It's the video surveillance terminal. We're finally going to get more info. So, it's all been erased.
They've covered their tracks really well.
A proper arsenal. I see 3 assault rifles and a selection of handguns.
Yeah, the guy in the bed didn't have time to use them.
The safe's been forced open, and it's empty. Except for some sort of list. Looks like a list of everything that was put in and taken out of the safe. It says a cred stick had just been placed in it. It contained 3 million credits? That's a huge amount for a gang of this size.
It's a massive amount for anyone to put on a cred stick. There's no ID on the thing. Anyone could use it without being identified.
I know. I only charge mine so I can buy groceries at the corner store. Could this be our motive?
Listen, I'd be willing to get rid of a few gangsters for 3 million credits.
Absolutely. 100%. Nakanaga's joking. He wouldn't hurt anyone for money. Even a really huge amount of money. His moral compass has always pointed in the right direction. Mine, however, has spun wildly more than a few times.
Ah, Arton. Could you bring me up to speed?
Captain Zinnia Bergier always looks super smart. Rumor has it that her family tree goes all the way back to the French aristocracy on Old Earth. A real contrast to her tattoos from a gang that doesn't exist anymore. She spent a year undercover getting enough proof to convict them. Her first-hand knowledge of the inner workings of gangs was really useful for our investigations. She's the captain of the cesspit's criminal department. And, coincidentally, my ex. How are you?
Oh merde, Arton. We've already talked about it. But I'm fine, really. Lots of work. And what about you? Sleeping better?
Yeah. Baby steps, right?
Good.
Good. What do we know about this gang?
It's not really a gang, not like the big ones. They're more like freelancers. However, they work for Bad 42, as their reapers.
Reapers are the ones that supply fresh meat for the gangs. The youngsters came willingly, enticed by the promise of a life of adventure and debauchery, or unwillingly if they weren't dumb enough to swallow all the lies. I've run into this kind of scum too often, and humanity would be better off without them, if you ask me. The body against the wall is one of the Ninth Eye.
The question is, what was he doing here? Wrong place? Wrong time? Was he involved in the attack?
The video camera footage has been wiped.
Makes sense. They know what they're doing.
The safe's been forced open. The contents included a cred stick with 3 million credits on it. It's gone, of course.
It could explain the attack, but where did they get so much money?
We have some blood on a bullet. The DNA analysis might help confirm or disprove our theory.
Good. Anything else?
I think I have all the info I need for this case.
Okay, tell me.
Looks like a setup. The attackers were coordinated and wiped the security camera tapes. But they also left a body behind, and one that can be easily identified? It doesn't make sense.
I agree. And of course, it has nothing to do with the fact that nobody needs a new war. But right now we'll have to work with this. Dig up everything you can with Nakanaga. We need to sort out this mess. In the meantime, don't say anything to anyone. We can't afford to go public on this one. Keep me updated. I'm going back to the station with the Kayas.
Yes, madam.
So, are we good? Ready to go back to the station?
Yeah, let's go.
What the?
It's coming from the closet. You think I can force it open now?
Yeah, be my guest.
Yes! Oh, shit. Yada!
Don't shoot! I won't tell anyone anything!
What the?
Hey, we're not going to shoot you. We're the police.
A teenager in a closet?
I...
Is hiding at a crime scene a long-time hobby of yours, or did you just start recently?
Come on, kid, we want to help you. What were you doing in there?
The classic good cop, bad cop routine, which has existed since the first police officers, is executed with a perfect alchemy by Nakanaga and myself. For the simple reason that we're not acting. Nakanaga really is an idealist who wants to help people. As for me, well, I'm just a cynical, bad-tempered piece of shit.
He has a tattoo under his eye. Looks recent.
So they grabbed you, tattooed you, and you can't run from the gang or they'd kill you. Is that it? You were there when the shooting started. Did you see anything? Hear anything? You think the gang's going to welcome you with open arms, knowing you're the only one who witnessed one of their goons getting killed? They don't appreciate people chatting with the police, and guess what? You're chatting with the police. Even if you don't say anything, they'll know you were with us. For them, it's done and dusted.
There's no way to win.
Well, perhaps there is. If we help you out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
Well, first off, not charge you with murder.
Pukima, you help me, and I'll help you.
The kid still has a future ahead of him. He's scared out of his wits and probably wouldn't hurt a fly. I know I wouldn't win prizes for courtesy and refinement. But I've seen enough kids die stupidly because of gangs. Even the hollow piece of coal I have instead of a heart feels for them just a little. Listen, apart from us, the only ones who know you were here, the only ones who know you got tattooed, are all dead.
Hey, I'm supposed to be the good cop.
So if you're not involved and you can help us, we can help you get rid of your tattoo. We have all the necessary equipment at the station.
If it means getting picked up a week later by a Reaper, what's the point?
You could be right. And no, it's not fair. But it's all we have to offer. A bit of a breather. Dongma?
Okay, I heard the whole shootout. But more importantly, when it was over, I heard someone talking.
Oh yeah? And what did they say?
I couldn't understand it all. They seemed angry, but what I can say is that it was the voice of someone I know very well.
Excellent. And that would be...
Wait. First you get rid of my tattoo, then I'll tell you.
Fair enough. What's your name?
Gabriel. Gabriel Corba.
Okay, Gabriel. We're going to look after you. I just have to call the station and get them to send a car.
Can I have a cigarette while I'm waiting?
Yeah, of course. Let's go out to the balcony. I could do with some fresh air, too.
The closet is already open. I can't get hold of control. What the hell's going on? I tried to call control, but I can't get a signal here. How about you?
Me neither. That's weird.
Perhaps the officer on duty downstairs can contact them.
Good idea.
Hey! So, he's dead! What the?
Drop your weapon.
I keep thinking about the noise of the body hitting the wet concrete on the balcony. Nakanaga returned fire. 3 bullets that should have hit their mark. They flew through the empty space where the assassin had been. He just disappeared. I ran to Gabriel, but even before taking his pulse, I knew. One more kid dead on my watch. Someone had to pay. Jesus, I need a drink so bad right now.